Assalamu alaikum, my brothers and sisters. Have you ever felt like you were trapped in a situation you couldn't escape from, as if something within you or around you was trying to show you that it was time to leave, but you couldn't understand it? Perhaps it is more than just a feeling. In the spiritual world, many believe that Allah communicates with us in mysterious ways, sending signs and guidance. These signs can be subtle, but their message is clear. It is time to move forward, to leave. In this video, we will explore 5 profound signs that may be divine indications from Allah telling you to leave a situation, be it a relationship, a job, or a place that no longer resonates with your purpose. We will discuss how to interpret these messages, understand their depth, and most importantly, how to act when they arise. Before we begin, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss more reflections like this. Also, share your own experiences or reflections on how you perceive Allah's signs in your life in the comments below. Now, let's uncover the mysteries of these spiritual signs together. 1. The deep and unexplainable discomfort. The first sign that Allah may be telling you to leave a situation is a deep and unexplainable discomfort. This feeling goes beyond simple unease or a temporary mood. It is constant, rooted, and often lacks a clear logical explanation. When you are in a place or situation that no longer aligns with your journey, you may begin to feel that something is wrong, even if nothing outwardly has changed. This discomfort is not limited to the physical. It reaches your soul, your spirit. Your mind begins to be flooded with questions. Am I in the right place? Or, why does everything feel so out of sync? This is where the wisdom of the Qur'an comes in. Allah guides us in various verses to be attentive to our intuitions and surroundings. In Surah At-Tawbah 9:51, Allah reminds us, "Say, nothing will happen to us except what Allah has decreed for us. He is our protector." When discomfort becomes unbearable, it may be a sign that divine protection is alerting us to move away from something that is no longer meant for us. At this point, many people begin to ignore these signs, thinking the situation might improve. But in reality, these moments of discomfort may be exactly what Allah uses to show us that it is time to leave. The key is recognizing the cause of this unease and having the courage to take the next step. 2. Doors begin to close without logical explanation. Another powerful sign that Allah is telling you to leave where you are is the unexpected closing of doors. Have you ever gone through a phase where, no matter your efforts, everything seems to fall apart? Promising projects fail, job opportunities disappear, even the closest relationships become difficult and tense. This resistance, often without logical explanation, may reflect a higher will. In the Qur'an, Surah Al-Baqarah 2:286 reminds us, Allah does not burden a soul beyond that it can bear. If you are in a situation no longer aligned with your purpose or what Allah desires for you, He may begin closing doors so that you realize it's time to move on. However, human resistance often leads us to cling to something that no longer makes sense. Doubts arise. Is this just a phase? Or should I persist a bit longer? But what many fail to realize is that these closed doors are, in fact, a clear sign to change direction. It may be uncomfortable, but Allah is guiding you to a better path, more aligned with your divine destiny. 3. Spiritual growth begins to diminish. The feeling of spiritual stagnation is one of the most powerful signs that it's time to leave. When we are in tune with our divine purpose, we feel our connection with Allah deepen, our faith strengthens, and our actions become more purposeful. But when the environment we are in is no longer healthy for our growth, this connection begins to weaken. In such moments, you may notice that your prayers become more automatic, your meditation more superficial, and the joy of good deeds diminishes. In Surah Al-Ankabut 29:69, Allah tells us, "And those who strive for us, we will surely guide them to our ways." If you are no longer growing spiritually, it may be because the situation you are in is no longer conducive to your development. It can be painful to admit that we need to leave something behind, especially when it involves relationships or places that once brought meaning to our lives. However, the absence of spiritual growth is a clear sign that Allah is calling us to a new path where our faith can flourish more fully. 4. Loneliness increases even among people. Another sign that it's time to leave is an increase in loneliness, even when surrounded by people. This type of loneliness is not physical, but emotional and spiritual. You may find that, despite being surrounded by acquaintances, you feel disconnected and misunderstood. No matter how much you try, there is an invisible barrier between you and those around you. This distancing may be Allah's way of calling us to introspection, to an inner search. In Surah Al-A'raf 7:56, Allah warns us, "And cause not corruption upon the earth after its reformation." Sometimes, when our surroundings become obstacles to our inner peace, Allah guides us to a space where we can hear His voice more clearly without external distractions. Loneliness, in this case, is not a punishment, but a form of preparation for a new chapter. If you find yourself in this state, it may be time to reflect on what is really happening and distance yourself from situations contributing to this detachment. 5. The internal call for something greater. Finally, the fifth sign is the internal call, a drive or desire for something greater, more aligned with your life's purpose. You begin to feel an inexplicable pull towards something new, something that cannot be rationally explained. It could be a new project, a new place, or a new spiritual journey. This call comes from within and grows stronger until you can no longer ignore it. This is a clear sign that Allah is calling you to something higher. In Surah Ash-Shura 42:13, Allah reveals, "He has ordained for you the same religion which He enjoined upon Noah, and that which we have revealed to you, O Muhammad, and that which we enjoined upon Abraham and Moses and Jesus. Establish the religion, and do not be divided therein." When your heart begins to yearn for something deeper and truer, it's time to answer that call and move forward. These 5 signs are powerful manifestations that Allah is guiding you toward change. While every situation is unique, these divine directions often come during times of great need to protect us and guide us toward a path of growth and spiritual fulfillment. Do not ignore these signs. Instead, embrace the opportunity to move forward, trusting that Allah is guiding your steps. What lies ahead may be exactly what you need to achieve your divine purpose. If you have identified with any of these signs, share your experience in the comments. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and activate notifications for more videos exploring spirituality and the philosophy of life. Until next time, and may the peace of Allah be with you.